Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another live indoor toy flea market toy hunting video. This indoor flea market I've never been to before. It's all still in Belgium, obviously. But yeah, I've never been here too. I'm not really a big fan of indoor flea markets because you have to pay an entrance fee, and often there's more like expensive prices. I mean, the sellers are often more like professional sellers. But this one, for example, had this inbox strawberry shortcake set for 10 euros. I've never seen anything strawberry shortcake at a flea market before, so yeah. And they also had Disney traditions they were selling them for less than retail, which I guess is good, but there was not any that I wanted, so yeah, there were a lot of like different stuff. It's not just an antique market, like there's really a big variety. And this one had Barbie stuff. They had this one big box full of dolls from like 60s and 70s, and some random other dolls as well. But here I immediately saw this bubble cut, but yeah, she was quite expensive. I think yes, 100 euros. Yeah, she might be like, there might be a good price for her, for anyone that's like more knowledgeable about 60s dolls, but obviously not a price that I would want to pay. And then there was this Mitch. I think she was in her original outfit as well, but she was 120 euros, so not my budget. And then this random hat for I think 10 euros. It was a pretty hat, but I don't think I would ever pay 10 euros for a hat. Then we have this reproduction. She was 40 euros, but she had a chip in her eyeshadow, and she was also not wearing her original outfit. Outfit that she was wearing belonged to I think it was called Blue Flame reproduction, but the doll itself was the Solo in the Spotlight doll. Then this Skipper for 15 euros, but her feet were completely like bitten off. I don't think I filmed it, but and then this Skipper, did I show the price? Okay, I think it was 50 euros or 55, which I think is okay. I don't know how much she usually goes for. This one was also 50 euros, I think. Another bubble cut. Then this Skipper, which I did end up buying, but I did not film her properly. But yeah, I'm not a big 60s Barbie doll fan, or 70s, mainly because they're expensive, but they also had this box full of fashions, but there were also mostly older fashions that were also quite expensive. But when I say expensive, I mean just in general, but like these were probably like the same as online, or maybe even cheaper, but they're just too expensive for me. Now this still had a bunch of random like McDonald's toys and just other random figures, a lot of Disney, but I decided to not buy any Disney things anymore because I have too many. Like here you get this random Tiana, but I'm also not a big figure collector or whatever, so yeah, it was quite a big indoor flea market. And here I immediately saw this box with colorful hair sticking out, and yeah, there were ponies, mostly G3, but there were also a bunch of fakies and a couple of G2 ponies as well. There was this G1 like fakie. At first I thought it was real, but then I saw the eyes and I was like, oh no. Yeah, here we have this one that I didn't buy. And do you see this one on the right? It's a G3 baby pony. So yeah, I was just looking at all of them. I basically picked up all of the original G3 ponies that were in there, and there were only €1 a piece, so that was also great. Okay, I'm not filming correctly, but when I'm at the flea market, I'm obviously focusing more on like what I'm doing instead of filming, but I should probably focus a bit more on filming. Here it was a bit better. Here. This pony, they were all in a decent condition, and there was this one like smaller doll that was wearing a Draculaura dress from Monster High, but there were no Monster High dolls in there, so I did not buy that. Well, yeah, why would I buy that? But they were all like in one big package, all the Shelly dolls. And here's two G2 ponies, but I'm not a big fan of the G2 ponies, so I did not buy any of the two, but I did buy one G2 baby that was in there. So yeah. And here I went back to that one seller with the Barbie dolls, because she also seemed to have a box underneath the table with like slightly newer dolls, so 80s, 90s. But they're also quite, I mean, not flea market prices. That's just like I said earlier, at these indoor flea markets, they're often more like professional people, resellers, and the prices are not really flea market prices. Like here, there were some dolls for 20 euros. The skipper that you just saw, I ended up buying her, but she was only 10 euros. But the other ones were like 15, 20, which is way too much actually. Like, especially because they're mostly, I don't think there were any of them were in their original outfit either. And they were also not that special, the dolls, so 15 euros, 20 euros is like, it's too much. So I kind of don't want to buy from people like that, because I don't want to like support the prices that they're selling for, but I did still want a skipper. And 10 euros for that skipper who was wearing like a skipper fashion pack is still fine. But yeah, I'm going to try to not buy any more from sellers like this. I mean, even at a convention, 20 euros for these dolls would still be too much. Because, I mean, I guess the prices for the 60s and 70s dolls were fine compared to online and stuff and at conventions, but for these newer dolls, they were too expensive. Yeah, I kept looking at this one because she had a budget body, but her hair was very long, and I was really interested in her, but I did not want to pay 15 euros for her. So, and I'm also trying to like limit, like I'm trying to not buy any more of those like basic 90s, 80s dolls. So, okay, I am home and I've finished cleaning and styling all the things that I got, and I'm not 100% sure when I'm editing this if I'm going to like show you the things that I got like in between the footage at the flea market itself, or if I'm just going to put the haul part at the end entirely. Please let me know in the comments which like way you prefer. The first thing that I got was, I think, yes, it was this doll right here, and she is the, or at least I think she is the living skipper from 1970. So yeah. And this also makes her officially the oldest doll that I have in my collection, because the other dolls that I have, well, I have a Malibu Christie, but Malibu Christie, she was released over multiple years, so I'm not sure from which year mine is, but I do think that there's like a darker skinned variation of her, but I think mine is the slightly lighter one, and I think that one was released earlier. Either way, I do have that one, and my other dolls from the 70s are from 74. Either way, I don't have a lot of mod era dolls, so I'm really happy to add another one, because I've been kind of getting into this era of Barbie. I mean, it's not my favorite era, but I like it way more than I used to like it before. But also I never had any dolls from that era, so. But I don't know if you can tell. Like, oh, I did not realize or saw at the flea market that there was like a big piece of her skin missing, basically. But she was wearing like a long sleeved dress, so yeah, I did not pull up the sleeves. I think she was also like wrapped in plastic, so I couldn't even see it. I don't know if the seller did that on purpose so you wouldn't see. But there was another skipper doll who was also a living skipper, and for the same price, but that one had, her feet were chewed down, like, well, not chewed down, they were just missing, like they were completely bitten off. Yeah, and I saw that at the flea market, and I obviously did not pick up that one because so I thought in my head that this would one would be in a better condition, but yeah, she does have this huge chunk missing, and I'm kind of sad about it. But I mean, it's not that noticeable on the shelf. I want to put something over it. But yeah, I did end up restyling her in this dress. It's from a fashion pack, not from Barbie itself. It's from like one of the like random fakey dolls. And I kinda tried to redo her hairstyle, her original hairstyle. Just these two pigtails with ribbons. And I gave her these shoes that I had. She's really cute. And yeah, this is also the first time that I've liked these dolls with these weird rubbery arms. It's from a different material, and that's also why it was like he's so easy for it to get damaged like that. I don't know how I'm going to like. I was thinking of giving her some bracelet or something, but I don't know how. I don't know. It's unfortunate. It's maybe just be better if I style her in something that has long sleeves, like what she was originally wearing. But it's fine. Also, I'll show you the outfit that she was wearing. This is the outfit that she was wearing, and I did find out that this is also from a fashion pack, Skipper fashion pack from the early 70s as well. I'll put the name on it on the screen. And yeah, it's quite a nice piece. Maybe I should actually like put it over a dress as a jacket, or would it be weird? I don't know. I'm going to try it. Okay, I don't know if it looks good or not. I think it looks cute. It's supposed to be like an extra like dress that you close, or maybe I should just do like one button, so it's kind of like yes, I think I like it. Do you like it? Open. Maybe I should put it like this. It's like just a jacket, not a dress. But either way, put a close-up of her face. And she has actual rooted eyelashes. I don't have a lot of dolls with rooted eyelashes. The only ones that I have are my Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse dolls. And I think I have also 2 Barbie style dolls or something. 3. I don't know. Well, actually I do have quite a few dolls with rooted eyelashes. But yeah. I really like her. And I'm happy with the price that I paid for her. Actually, because I mean, I paid 15 euros for her. I don't know if I said that already. And I'm actually going to quickly search up how much she actually goes for online on shops from my country. But I do remember seeing a living skipper at a toy convention. But that one was in her original outfit. But she was way more expensive than what I paid. But this one does have like a piece of her arm missing, basically, or her skin. And she's also not in her original outfit, but she is wearing a fashion pack from the 70s, and that kinda, I mean, you could say that I paid for the doll and the fashion. So, I don't know, I'm just going to quickly search it up. Okay, I looked it up, and the cheapest that someone is selling her for right now, and just for the record, it's what she's selling for, not, I don't know if people are willing to pay that much, because on the webshop that I use you cannot like view sold listings, you can only view like current listings. But yeah, the cheapest that someone is selling her for is 30 euros. I don't know how long the listing has been up, I didn't check that. But yeah, let's imagine that without outfit it's usually like 20 euros maybe. Then it's still cheaper, but yeah, she does have a piece of her skin missing. But aside from that, she is in a really great condition. I don't think her hair is cut. But also, there seems to be like multiple releases of the Living Skipper, because like every Living Skipper that I see online looks different. I mean, her face. This is what mine looks like. And I I honestly think that mine is like one of the prettier ones, because some of the others that I've seen don't look as nice, according to me at least. But yeah, you could say that maybe I paid 10 euros for the doll and 5 euros for this fashion, because I mean, this fashion in itself, like the fabric is also like quite cool. I don't know what this name is called of this fabric, but I'm really happy with this doll. I don't know if I can... Now, the second things that I got were from the seller, who had a bunch of like different things, but underneath their table they had a box of ponies, and I immediately saw it like from afar when I was walking down the line, I guess. And like first when I was looking through the box, they said like you can buy the entire box for, what was it, like 30 euros I think. But yeah, I was definitely not interested in the entire box, because there were a lot of fakies in there as well, and some like random, like I think Shelly dolls. I was just interested in the original ponies. And yeah, I did end up picking all of the original ponies that I did not have yet, except for 2 G2 ponies. I did pick up the one baby G2 pony that I had. I'll put her name on the screen. But basically, I'm not a big fan of G2 ponies, but I do quite like the baby ones. I mean, I love the baby ponies from every generation, but I always thought when it comes to G2, I might only just pick them up if they're the baby ones. And yeah, I picked up this one, and this one is actually quite sad, because she belongs to like a twin set. I mean, she's a twin pony. There's supposed to be another one who, I think, if I remember correctly, the difference between the 2 ponies, I think the other one was a bit lighter colored, and they also had like these 2 colors were like switched. I think her like forelock was pink and her mane was blue, unlike this one. So yeah, I don't know if the seller originally also had the twin of this pony, but it was already sold or something. Either way, when I then asked what the price was for like 1 pony each, they said €1, which is really great. I mean, that's like a normal flea market price. Like ponies, they should be sold for like €1 or €5 max, but €5 I don't think I would actually pay. Like for the flea market, 1 pony, especially if it's a small one, like no. But yeah, it's still like maximum price where you could still consider it a flea market price. But yeah, G2 ponies are quite common over here. I mean, I don't know how common they are at flea markets, because as I said, I've only been into My Little Pony since was it like October or something? That's only when I started like actually looking at buying. I mean, I was always into My Little Pony, but I only ever bought like the blind bag G4 blind bag ponies, because I always told myself I can't get into another toy line, like I already have too many Barbie dolls. But then I realized that the ponies don't even take up that much space in my collection. And yeah, and then I just started. But like when I started getting into My Little Pony, the flea market season was already over, so I haven't been able to like go much, obviously. Either way, I'm really happy with this one. And her face, look how cute. Like she's like kind of tilting her head and like, oh. So yeah, this is my very first G2 pony. And as you can see, I did braid her hair, because her mane was a little bit, the quality of the hair was not that great. I think it might be poly. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to lower the camera a little bit. But there was also another baby in here, in the box. A G3 baby. I'll put the name on the screen, but oh my god. This is the second G3 baby that I found, and as I said earlier, I absolutely love the baby ponies from each generation, and to find another one, I'm very happy about it. Like G3, I don't know if I mentioned, but it's like my main focus when it comes to brushable ponies. I love G4, like the TV series, the movies, and I love the blind bag ponies from G4. But when it comes to like normal brushable ponies, I try to just keep it with G3 because that's my favorite generation. And also when I was a child, G3 was like from my time, and I only had G3 brushable ponies, so there's more like a connection. Either way, I absolutely love this one. She's pink. Yeah, she's in a quite great condition. There's still a few spots that I'm just noticing that I have to try get up. There were a couple of spots on all of the ponies, but I was able to get the majority of them off with acetone, so they're not like permanent markers. Yeah, she might be one of my favorite finds of the flea market, because ever since I got my first G3 baby, I've been really wanting to get more. So immediately the second flea market I've been to after that other one, I immediately found another G3 baby. Yay! Like, being a pony collector in Belgium seems to be quite good when it comes to flea markets, because I don't know, like, even when I was not looking for ponies, I always saw them at every flea market that I went to. But now that I'm actually interested in ponies, in buying them at least, yeah, I'm excited because I know that there's going to be lots of ponies when I go. The next pony, she was in a bit not so good condition, and I didn't even realize it, but when I was at the flea market, but there's a bit of hair that's cut, and I think I might just cut this piece even shorter so it does not stick out. But at least it was not cut like right at the front, because if I were to cut this piece as well, you would not be able to notice it anymore. So I'm going to do that later, but I did finish like cleaning it up. She does have a few like actual permanent marks, like I don't know if you can see. It's a lot more noticeable in real life, but she has like a yellow like permanent mark. But the other marks I was able to get off. And yeah, she's a very cute color scheme. Cutie mark is cute. She's nice. There's not much to say. The only thing that I don't like as much is her pose. Like, I'm not a big fan of when ponies are their mouths are open. Like, it looks a little bit weird. I prefer their mouths to be closed. And this one is like really open. She's like really like I don't know. But she's so cute. The next one. This one, her name I actually remember. I think she was called Butterscotch. I think so. Either way, if I remember correctly, I think I saw online that she's a European exclusive because of her like eye color. I think it was like there are multiple versions of her, and there's like tiny differences, like the color of her cutie mark, the color of the heart over here, and then the color of her eyes. I think mine one is the European exclusive one, which makes sense because I'm in Europe. But either way, I know this pony, like I've seen her online multiple times, and I did always think she was quite cute. Obviously not my preferred color scheme, I prefer like pink and stuff obviously, but with ponies I do like variety, and this one is really nice. Her tinsel is in quite good condition as well. It still lays nicely, because that often happens with tinsel when it's when you buy a pony or doll second hand. The tinsel is like crazy, but I think there's also like different types of tinsel, and with ponies often they always still lay nicely, so maybe it's also because of that. But her head cannot move, just like this one, so it's one of the older releases, because I think it's only like slightly newer ponies where their heads could move. Next, we have two ponies that actually belong to the same set, so I'm really happy about that. These two. These ones, like, I think this one is actually my favorite out of all of the ponies. I mean, I don't know why I like her so much. Like, yellow and purple is also not really a color combination that I would normally like or do. But for some reason I really like this pony. I don't know. I think she's also just in one of my favorite like G3 poses. Her mouth is closed as well. Instead of like this one. But either way, she's very cute. And these two belong to a like what I think it was called Spring Basket set, but they were basically 3 ponies in the set. And they were like inside a like Easter basket or something. But yeah, the third pony was not in that box, unfortunately. So yeah, there's one missing, just like with the twin. But I am happy that I got these two, like, and they're like the opposite direction, their heads, so they're kind of like this together. And I immediately knew that they belong to the same set, because their cutie mark is like quite similar, like this round, you know. But I did not know of the set, because I'm not that knowledgeable with My Little Pony. I really like My Little Pony, but like unlike Barbie, I haven't done like much research and I haven't watched that many videos about ponies. I mean, lately I have been more. There's like a YouTuber that I've been watching since like September or something, Love Sky Painter. I did not know of her before that time, but back when I started watching her videos, I discovered her channel because of a Barbie video, because obviously I'm more into Barbie. But when I started watching her videos, her main like collection, her main focus is My Little Pony, and obviously because of her I've kind of become a bit more interested in My Little Pony, or at least in collecting them, and because of her I have gotten a bit more knowledge as well. But I'm like still very, I barely know anything. But yeah, I'm very happy with these two, and I kind of really like having ponies that belong to the same set. It's a bit more fun that way. Maybe I should wait. I'm going to rearrange them. Oh, there's one more pony that I bought at this booth, and then I have one more doll for the end as well. Ta-da! This one is one of the ones that have a like 3D cutie mark, which like I saw her. I think she was the first thing that I saw, but I did not immediately buy her because I just wanted to look at everything first, because I wasn't 100% sure yet, and there was also no price tag on her, and it looked like, because of the way she was displayed on the table, I was kind of like thinking that the seller might be selling it for a bit too much. Like it would be like one of those like expensive resellers, you know. But she was only €2, so that's fine. And yeah, I was able to style her really nicely. She does have a highlighter mark over here and a big one on her leg that I obviously was not able to remove, but they're in the bags and you can't even notice it, so I don't care. And I don't know if her hair is longer than the others, but I was definitely able to curl it like way more. Maybe, I don't know. But she has a very similar color scheme to this one. Like they both have rainbow-ish hair and white skin, so nice. But either way, she, like, I knew of her, I saw her online, and she was kind of on my wish list. Like all of the more special ones that have special cutie marks, like 3D cutie marks, rhinestone cutie marks, I absolutely love it, and I want to have all of them. Yeah, I'm very happy with this one. She might actually be my favorite. I don't know, this one or this one. Or the baby. Oh, I don't know. But the very last thing that I got is this skipper. Another one. But this one is an kind of later skipper. I think she was from like the late 90s, late 80s. And just thought she was really cute. And one of the things I like most about her are bangs. This curly bangs. Her hair was straight, like I recurled it. I did not do the best job, but either way. She was wearing this fashion pack, which is an actual Skipper fashion pack. I was able to find it out. I'll put a picture on it on the screen or whatever. And I still had one pair of shoes that can fit Skipper. I think there's original Skipper shoes. And the last pair that I had also happened to be blue. So that was also a nice touch, because she did not come with shoes originally when I bought her. Yeah, I bought her because, well, first I liked the doll itself, but she was also wearing a really nice outfit, and I paid 10 euros for her. And I bought her from the same seller where I bought this one. But the thing was, this seller, as you saw in the video, she had one box full of older 60s, 70s dolls. But then when I later went back to that booth, I saw that she also had a box of Barbie dolls underneath the table, but there were like other boxes on it. And then I asked if I could look in it, and that box had a bunch of like 90s, 80s Barbie dolls in here, in the box, which were more my era, but also more my price range. And yeah, for this one I paid 10 euros, which I also think is way better than, well, technically this doll over here would be more expensive because she's older, but because of the damaged arm, like, I'm still not sure if I saw the arm at the flea market, would I have bought her or not. I think I might still would have bought her, because I mean, it's still fine. Like, I'd rather have like a chewed down arm than missing feet, because I mean, and she's still like, the doll itself is still great, and I like the dress or jacket that she came with. But either way, I paid 10 euros for this one. But the other dolls in the box with the 60s that had the 60s and 70s dolls, all of the dolls were really expensive, but probably like normally priced actually compared to online, but still expensive, because obviously 60s, 70s dolls are always expensive. But